record homelessness, record food banks, record poverty. Our streets are going into disrepair through no funding. It's shit, actually, yeah, shit in our rivers, in our sea. Schools, concrete is falling apart. Oh, okay. Let's have another 5 years of that. Great, fantastic. Greetings and welcome to the sunny south coast here in Brighton. Beautiful sunny day for you today. Now, this seems to happen every time there's a big news story on the Tories that comes out. I always think the same thing. I always think, surely this has to be the one. Surely this has to be the one to get people to stop voting for these complete incompetent pricks. But it never seems to happen. I mean, we had this, you take your pick, the incompetence of Boris Johnson, the incompetence of Liz Truss, the money spent, spunked up the wall, test and trace. I mean, there is a million different things. Sewage in our waters. And now we literally have the perfect analogy for this country, where our walls are crumbling, our concrete is not even fit for purpose, our schools, and now we're here in our hospitals, are crumbling away at the seams. It's like almost like the perfect analogy for what this country is right now. And the Tories have known about this for years and have decided to do nothing about it. Probably hoping that they know that a Labour government is imminent, probably hoping that this would all come out and unravel under a Labour government. They wouldn't have to do anything about it. But I just don't understand how anyone that earns less than 200k a year can justify voting for this lot. It has to be the rich left that are going to vote for them, because the rich, their kids aren't going to public school, they're going to private school. They don't care about crumbling walls in their NHS, or nurses pissing off to Australia in their droves. That doesn't concern them. They've got private healthcare. Okay, I understand them voting for the Tories, but anyone under that 200k a year bracket, how can you justify voting for him? There is no justification anymore. You can't. I mean, even if you're not really into politics that much, even if, like, okay, right, it's voting time. Who have we had in the last 5 years? The Tories. Okay, so how's it going? Well, not too great, to be honest. We've got like record waiting times at the NHS. Our nurses are pissing off in their droves to Australia and Canada. Record homelessness, record food banks, record poverty, council funding, our local councils, our streets are going into disrepair through no funding. It's shit, actually, yeah, shit in our rivers, in our sea. Schools, concrete is falling apart. Oh, okay. Let's have another 5 years of that. Great, fantastic. I mean, how? There is no justification. You can't do it. Now, I get that for a few of you, you know, you'd rather have that than a Labour government. You know, you wake up every day, you go, bloody boats crossing the channel, immigrants, those damn trans people, they're ruining the country, aren't they? It's all their fault. I get there's some of you like that, so you know, you're probably scared of a Labour government, but just vote anyone out. Vote for reform. Vote for bloody Lawrence Fox or anything. Fucking draw a giant penis, draw a giant cock on your ballot paper and put that in. I don't care. You can't vote for another 5 years of shit in our sea. Literal shit in our sea. Our walls literally crumbling apart. How can you think that anything will be worse than what we've got right now? And I have this same conversation in my head every single time one of these big news stories comes up, or even every time there's a by-election. I just think, who are these people that are still voting for the Tories? Who? And I'd love to chat to them. How are you justifying it? I guess with the mega rich as well, you have your retired homeowners that are seeing out the rest of their lives, and not all of them, of course. Many people are not like this, but there is a large slice of old retired homeowners that just want to see out the rest of the days. They don't want anyone meddling with their house prices or their pension or anything like that. You know, they don't want to risk any sort of Labour government trying to tax them more. Although, would Keir Starmer do that, to be honest? You know, newsflash, that not everyone on the left particularly likes our Labour leader at the moment. Doesn't really think he's going to be doing anything drastically different, but anything has to be better than the Tories. You know, like I say, a better analogy, and actually the perfect analogy is coming up right here. Brighton seafront is finally open again. It's been closed for the last 2 weeks because we had this massive fire at the Royal Albion Hotel. So I'm actually managing to do a video along Brighton seafront, and I'll put this as the thumbnail, because this here is like the perfect picture. A picture paints 1,000 words of Tory Brexit Britain. That right there is Tory Brexit Britain. What used to be a fantastic, amazing hotel in the from the 1800s, you know, so that is now just in utter decay and falling apart at the seams. What I couldn't wish for a better analogy of Tory Brexit Britain right now than the Royal Albion Hotel. You know, in its day, a pride of Brighton City, that hotel, the absolute pride, but now falling apart at the seams, decaying. And I don't care where you sit on the political spectrum, we all know that this country is falling apart. We can see it in front of us. But voting for another 5 years of the same, I don't get it. Mental. That's me out for today. If you enjoyed the video, my channel's not monetized, so if you want to show some appreciation, just click a like on the video, subscribe, maybe share it, comment, do all that fun stuff. Till next time. I'll put another video up that might interest you. Click on that one as well. Till next time, take care. What's this guy doing? Shall I help him out? Do you want to turn? Yeah, you turn, mate. It's like the, yeah, you go. Till next time, take care.